So I wanted to give you a little bit of help on setting up problems for tonight's homework. So if you're going to try to use the method that we used in class, then for number 1, remember that you always want the part, A represents the part, over the whole, and you're going to always set that equal to the percent over 100. Okay, you're setting up a proportion and you're using variables. So this is using percents. We have been using percents, but it's also setting up an equation in algebra. So like for number 11, you have to figure out what information did they give you from these three things. 8 is what percent of 16? Well, here you know this is what you're looking for. They haven't given you any number with a percent sign. So what is the part and what is the whole? 8 is part of 16, which is the whole. And they want to know what percent is that of 100. To solve this, like we did in class, you can multiply 8 times 100 and then divide by 16. So you're always multiplying the numbers that are across from each other, then dividing by the extra number. Okay. For 12, 52% of 50 is what number? So now I have a percent. So I know that that 52.8 is going to go over 100. That's going to be on, 58.2 over 100. And then you need to see that 50 is 50 part or is 50 whole? 52% of 50 is what number? So I'm looking for a part. I know that the whole is 50, and I'm looking for what part of that. What part of that 50 will be the same as 58% out of 100? So this time I'm looking for this. Again, once you put the numbers in the right place, you're going to multiply the numbers that are across, and you're going to divide by the extra number. That's number 13. For number 15, they give you a percent, so automatically you know that it's going to be 38 out of 100. You can write that. Then you have to figure out what's going to go on the other side. Are they giving me a part or are they giving me the whole? Let's read 15. What number is 38% of 70? So what number is 38% of 70? So I want to know what out of 70 would be the same as 38% out of 100. I'm looking for the part. Again, I'm going to multiply the numbers that are across and I'm going to divide by 100. Well, let's see. How will we set up 17? I'm going to move this up and get rid of some of this extra stuff. And I'm going to set up 17. Okay. 17 is a little bit different, which is why I want to go over this with you. So for number 17, 61 is 35% of what number? Okay, I have a percent. I'm going to write that over 100. Then I have to figure out the 61. 61 is 35%. So you have to figure out the 61. 61 is 35% of what number? So it says of what number, like these have said of like is what number? We were looking for a part, is what number? But now I'm saying of what number? So number 17 is a little bit different. Number 17 gave me the part. And I have to find what the whole is. Okay, so the language, you have to look very carefully at the language. 61 is 35% of what number? Of what whole is that a part of? So it's very important where you put the numbers. Then once you have the numbers in the right place, you multiply across, you divide by the number that's left out. So I wanted to help you set up at least the first 4 problems That way, when you do 19 through 27, at least you have something to look back at of where these numbers go and how to set these up. I hope this is helpful to you.